Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. I think there's a delay at the beginning. It's nice and early. 9:14 in the morning. Feels like it's a Monday morning, and I feel like I want to ask you, how was your weekend? And I feel like I'm going to be doing a Celtic cross. I've got lots of cards here. Okay. It's a bit nippy this morning. The lighting's nice. With the main light on, it's too bright. Without any light on, it's too dark. So we've got the lamp on. And I'd say the colour peach is the colour for the day, because all I can see is orange around me. Okay. Including, like, the lamps and an oil burner. So it's got like an orange wax in there. Pumpkin, I believe. That's Emily's favourite. Spiced pumpkin. And then we have another candle here. We're talking about candlelight. Anyway. Let's have a look at some cards. Sunshine card. Well, I can't feel my thumbs because I've got them on, you know. We're going to do a Celtic cross. What are we talking about? So what's the topic? I feel like it's something to do with the weekend. With the weekend, okay. Let's take into like the group. So we're talking about a little boy, happy. Say what you see. Okay. Ribbon. Sunflowers. A sun. A pony. A naked chap. And I'm not sure if it is a masculine. It could be a feminine. And halo. This is interesting. I actually felt the story might be quite negative, but I could be wrong. Also thought that I'm going to be intuitively challenged. It's like, you're going to be working today. Am I? Okay. Let's have a look at... I want to have a look at a story. So I can go to the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards. I knew I'd be using these. I haven't used these in a while. And they give you, like, scenarios, little stories. I'm just going to tidy up along the way. So we're tidying up along the way, otherwise things just get messy quickly. Can we have a story to go with this? What's the song? You're my halo, halo. Is that, are they the words? It's like dee 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 dee. It's all that's going through my mind. Oh, does it say I'm addicted to your light? Okay. So we've been talking about the lighting. Is this one story? It is. It's this one story. One story, look, that we're just about to tell. Impatience. So what's the challenge? Impatience. We've got the sun here. He's got the moon here. Wanting to be happy. Impatience is the challenge. I feel like I want to apologise for not giving a reading yesterday. I was busy and tired. Impatience. Electric blue moon. Hi Gal Gal. Good morning, channel of love. You're flying out today for vacation. I'll see you at the beach. Oh my goodness, that's going to be so awesome. Gal Gal, your symbol with your name in it took me to like this. Yeah. It's like the day has come. And you've been waiting for it. Anyway, impatience. Let's read about this. What we're talking about. If I don't take care of it, it'll never happen. Okay, the legend. Ethan grows impatient, waiting for dawn. So he buys a used moon. Once it is in the sky, he steps back to see his handiwork. The moon will not stay in place unless he holds the cord. Sky God assures him that dawn will come when he lets go, but Ethan is fearful and grips onto the cord until he falls asleep and releases it. When he awakens, dawn has come and the radiant light in the sky is blocked only by his used moon. Oh, this is awesome. I had the message, like a little chat this morning. It was like, good morning. And it's like, how are you? I'm better now that I know you're awake. And it was like, oh, there's been an awakening. Impatience. Let's have a look at this inspiration. Now is not the time to make a rushed decision. You have made your needs known. Now leave it alone. You may block something wonderful from coming to you if you are hasty. The personal inquiry, am I jumping the gun? If I'm honest with myself, am I forcing something? Key ideas, scarcity thinking, being exhausted by your efforts, success through patience, and keywords unfolding, revelation and success. The meditation, imagine something you strongly desire. The electric blue moon appears and begins to cool the heat of your emotions. Write down any communication you receive in the moonlight. It is a message from the Council of the Great Spirits. Okay. Should we have a look at a challenge, if there is a challenge? There's definitely this surrender energy where you just let go. So he fell asleep, let go, and then he was awake when he woke up. I'd say the challenge is actually trusting what occurred overnight. Look, there's going into like the night here, but the sun's here. Am I going in the right direction? Is the challenge. Let's get a message from your angels. I'm still standing better than I've ever been, looking like a true survivor. Songs are coming through this morning. I feel rather perky this morning. I was taken to like Pinky and Perky. The singing piggies. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Ishaya? Okay. It's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I'm watching over you, guiding you and protecting you during these changes. So we could talk about the Eight of Cups in a bit more depth now. The Eight of Cups suggests that you're not satisfied with what you have here. When I said about we'll tidy up as we go along, so this is like tidied up now. And then you go into the void or into the darkness. 2 cups are missing. That's what you're in search of. To make the 10 of Cups, like you're your happy visualized outcome. But first you need to find yourself. And I feel this masculine's feeling a little lost. It's like he's on his way. The sun's there. But you are now being guided by spirit. And that's what you need to trust, what the challenge is. Trust in that. So it's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. So that could be you're heading now towards your new perspective, your new visual of happiness. There's definitely something here about you giving birth to this idea. I am watching over you, guiding you and protecting you during these changes. Let's read the message of this card. You are ripe with new possibilities, and you feel an urgency to push into new territory. Beloved one, your new and exciting life changes are inevitable. There is no turning back. Instead of playing it safe, you've decided to move forward. This is why I am with you right now, giving you the extra courage and comfort that you need. However, there is no need to rush. This is a time of incubation where nature can allow everything to grow in its innate rhythm. Be assured that your life change will hatch at just the right moment. In the meantime, know that God and the angels are watching over you. You are safe and very loved, and congratulations on the birth of this new period of your life. So shall we have a look at the past? There's the energy of wanting to forget about it, but I'm kind of like, let's have a little peek. Been waiting for this for a long time. So the energy of turning your back on the past, and you're just looking forward now. You're looking forward to the life that you know is available to you, that you can create. It's like it's all in your hands. You have the magician's wand here. Okay. So let's have a look. Let's go to the magical mermaids and dolphins, because you're kind of looking towards like the water here. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. Oh, we've got to tidy up as we go along. Ain't no stopping us now. We've got the groove. We're getting into the groove here. For the past energy, like I said, there was this energy of like leaving it in the past. It's a really nice energy, because it's accept heaven's help. That's what the challenge is. Was accepting heaven's help. So you pray for help, so get out of the way and let heaven help you. So the past energy is, I felt the energy of been waiting for this. It's like a wish, a prayer that's been answered. Accepting heaven's help. Just bear in mind that the challenge still is about trusting the guidance. Okay. Accept heaven's help. I felt it was like in portions, like you accept heaven's help, then you trust heaven's, well, if you're accepting heaven's help, you're inviting the angelic assistants to assist you, which makes their job easier, but then they're going to want to guide you, and you need to trust that. Can we just open up there we go. It's the wrong book. Jeez. Accept heaven's help. Interesting. Because I was taken to, it's like the first card in the deck, the first step. You've asked, what should I do next? And this card responds, trust that your prayers have been heard and answered. Simply rest and retreat for now. After all, you prayed for divine intervention, so step aside and let heaven intervene, as this is the help you prayed for. You can assist the process initiated by your prayers through quiet contemplation. Ask heaven to give you very clear, easily understandable guidance, letting you know if you need to take any action. In the meantime, enjoy knowing your angels and guides surround you and your situation with loving care. It's beautiful and spot on. Oh, okay, just gonna have a little breather. Good morning, original. Good morning. Well, I turn away for 5 minutes and here you are. I've been awake since 6 and knew you'd be live this morning. Yeah, I also have been awake rather early. And it's nice. It's just like you've got the whole day ahead of you. It's beautiful, and I feel like I've done so much already. Let's have a look at the current energy. Love, love me do. You know I love you. Okay, there's definitely this link with music this morning. I'm like a some kind of jukebox. Okay. Current energy is the Queen of Pentacles. It is a little bit funny because I saw, like, I was going to say, you know, give me your, I don't know what kind of coin you would put into a jukebox. Here, would it be 50p piece? I don't know. Or a quarter. But I felt the energy of a quarter. And it's the Queen of Pentacles with, like, a coin. Just give her a coin and she'll give you a song. Queen of Pentacles is the current energy. So also, like, accepting, like, divine guidance through trusting tarot readings, or really trusting your divine feminine, her guidance. It's like she is sent from heaven to guide you, and she won't misguide you because she's the Queen of Pentacles. She's connected with Mother Earth, and that is also another thing that this masculine's learning to trust in. She's special. Okay, let's go to the Oracle of Shadows and Lights. Treasure, that is what you are. Honey, you're my golden star. Something about his wish coming true if you let me treasure you. I bet you could make my wish come true if you let me treasure you. I share a pina colada while dancing under the sun. Yeah, I feel like I'm so going to be there, gal. Look for the signs. I want to know how the Santa parade went with Cynthia. I was feeling it. Okay, present energy. Oh! Did you see me fly? Going to be flying soon. Oh, we've got 2 cards. Okay. This card, I always want to say Violent Duchess. Well, I felt the energy of, like, trusting the Queen of Pentacles. You trust her to nurture you, mother you, care for you, direct you, love you, adore you, and it just keeps falling off. That's all. She just knows what to say, knows what to do. She's a good businesswoman. she's a good housewife. She's a good all-rounder. And then we have this card, Violet Duchess, stifled, bored and stuck. Card number 18. Now, the only energy that's coming through here that is quite negative is that this masculine may feel that after a while you might become bored, stifled, stuck. So it's like you are his wish come true, but is he really your wish come true? Let's have a look at this energy. Insecurity. Bored, stifled. Ah, yes, she's trying to be good and nice and polite, but it's not working. This lovely and very passionate aristocrat, it's like them political words I just can't say, has her fairy wings tucked firmly in, not visible at all, and is sitting stiffly, listening to someone give a lecture on manners. She's polite on the surface, but it's easy to see and feel that she is bored, frustrated, and ready to fly away at the first opportunity. Okay, I do feel like there's a karmic energy present, like listening in. I felt like there was a message that came up now, but obviously not. Let's carry on, because I felt I was going to be challenged, like intuitively challenged. I can see why, what's underneath. Okay, let's just deal with this energy. Yeah, feels like being in comparison to the Queen of Pentacles that I described. So let's have a look at this energy, because there's always this karmic attachment to this card for me. She's polite on the surface, but it's easy to see and feel that she is bored, frustrated, and ready to fly away at the first opportunity. She is tired of the stuffiness of people around her, of being proper, formal, and ever so ladylike. She finds herself restricted by a world where manners and protocols have become more important than spontaneity, magic, and freedom, and she longs for that. For now, she will bide her time, but you can see the frustration grown beneath, and frustration is, after all, only your own life force, turned within and longing to break free of its restraints. So the Violet Duchess speaks. In your admirable quest for balance, you can actually become too neutral, pretending to be serene, acting polite, not making waves, and not speaking your truth. Now that I've arrived, showing you exactly how you feel, it's time to discover or rediscover a raw and honest emotional reaction you had to a person or to an issue, and express it. It's all very well being a lover of harmony and not wanting to be a troublemaker, but being a lukewarm person in regards to situations that really matter is not going to do you any favours. Bottling up your true self in turn leads to unhealthy relationships, ashes, aches, pains, and even illness. This is, I feel, trying to taint the divine feminine. It's like, well, no one's like perfect. So I felt this energy maybe over the last couple of days. It's like maybe the names the divine feminine's been called by this karmic energy. That is not true, because she doesn't even know the divine feminine. And I feel that's the divine feminine's like response there. It's like being in this kind of energy is going to make you ill. In a way, it's a test. Well, it's a shock, because the divine feminine's not going to react in the same energy vibration as this karmic energy is. Okay. I want to say E plus R equals O. which is the event plus the response, is what equals the outcome. Most people think there's an event equals an outcome. It's like, no, it's your response to the event that equals the outcome. So bottling up your true self in turn leads to unhealthy relationships, aches, pains, and even illness. And when I come up, go for the passionate and truthful option and rediscover just how strongly you can feel and how much fun you can have. The divination message: your desire to be liked, to please, and to be seen as a lady or a gentleman is cheating yourself out of something wonderful that you deserve to experience. Sometimes there are rules that simply need to be broken. Keeping to the spirit of the law sometimes means breaking the letter of the law. That's how things change. There is a situation at the moment that has revealed itself as unjust, unfair, and absolutely unattractive to you, but you have yet... Oh my goodness, I can see what's going on here. I've turned to this page here. I'll tell you why in a moment. Let's finish this. So there is a situation at the moment that has revealed itself as unjust, unfair, and absolutely unattractive to you, but you have yet to speak up. The most inspiring thing about this situation is that you'll discover just how safe it is to stand up for what you truly believe in. Others will be inspired too, so while it feels like you're taking a risk, at first, after a while, you'll realise you started your own small revolution. Now the next card is the Fairy of the Highlands. It's time to be brave. And I feel that this is always connected to the Divine Feminine's energy, like speaking to the Divine Masculine. And it's like this one's totally grossed out of the idea of the Divine Masculine being a Divine Masculine, a gentleman. She can try to act like being a lady, but it just doesn't suit her. And that's the page I went to. It's time to be brave. About the Fairy of the Highlands. The Fairy of the Highlands does not want to fight. She feels it is not in her nature. She wants to resolve disputes peacefully, but she will fight if it must come to that. And she is showing you now that you too have the means to stand up for yourself, even though you have almost chronically avoided conflict and allowed others to take advantage. It's time to take up this sword, step into that part of yourself that knows how to take a stand, speak the truth, and not back down when the threat of a conflict looms. It may seem unnatural and wrong and frightening, and this little fairy knows it, but it is time, and this giving up what you have worked so hard for in order to avoid conflict or confrontation is no longer right. Take the stand and hold up the sword. The Fairy of the Highlands will be there with you, and when the threat is over, she will help you celebrate your victory. So current energy is really, how do they get to you, Divine Feminine? How do they get through this karmic cycle? It is a cycle, because it will keep reoccurring until it's dealt with. Okay, the Fairy of the Highlands speaks. Let me hold up this card for you. See this, my sword of power. I have long feared to use it, but now I must grow strong and take it up, as you must too. The thought of wielding it, of hurting anything or anyone, makes me sad, but I know what must be done. And I must learn to fight, the good fight, and stand up for what I believe in. Although I have been told I must not be aggressive, in fact I must now take up my arms against this trouble and finish it for good. I'm going into a battle, and for that I feel sorrow. But I will be fearless and strong and do what needs to be done. I may bathe my sword in tears, but I will no longer hold it back when the threat that approaches relies on my fear. for its victory. I will no longer give away my power so easily. This time, I will take back what is mine. I felt that's you, Divine Masculine. A Divine Feminine, she's not scared. And that's exactly what this energy is like. Thinking they're going to get is a fearful response from the Divine Feminine. No, it's not going to work like that. The divination message. The time of truth is over. It's time to speak your truth and be strong. People have been taking over your ground, wanting what you have worked hard for without doing the work themselves. They have done so by taking advantage of your peaceful nature. But enough is enough. Sad as it is time to change this, to cut away the cords between you and those who have taken so much. And now you will go into battle. Yes, it is sad. Yes, the Highland Fairy is sad for you, but do not allow sorrow and guilt to neglect self-protection. Honour yourself, raise your sword, and do not back down. Wow. Let's just stretch our legs out. Should we have a look into the future energy? Ooh. Yes, let's tidy up as we go along. Coffee or Coca-Cola? Should we go for some Coca-Cola? Oh, dear me, not coffee in the Coca-Cola. Okay. I don't want you to be no slave. I don't want you to work all day. But I want you to be true. And I just wanna make love to you. Future energy. Very nice life. Very nice lifestyle. Just what you wish for. Okay. Let's look into the future. Oh, we're going to use the Angels and Ancestor Oracle cards. Gabrielle keeps taking me back to that pina colada. I like pina colada. Look at this. It's total transformation, future energy. You're ready. You're trusting in the divine guidance. It's rebirth. You're going to go over that bridge here and into the sunrise. And I've got chills. It's nice and warm over there, like all the time. Okay, I'll take that bottom card. Oh look, it's so nice. When you cross over here, you've got like the Holy Grail, you've got the love. He's got the whole world in his hands. Nice, it's transforming into love, look at this. The transition. It's like he has a responsibility, a job to do to deliver this Holy Grail. He's taking such care here. Care and consideration. Let's have a look and see what the angels and ancestors want to say about this future energy. That's enough, isn't it, really? Care and consideration. How many cards have we got here? Future energy, we've got 3 cards. Okay, let's look at the first card. I feel like there is this, well, I felt the energy of the step-by-step process. You accept heaven's help, you trust heaven's guidance. And the transformation here. We have the wise one. Grow within your current situation. I'd say understanding that what you're going through or what you've been through, but you can't really understand what you've been through until you're going really through your transition. and it all starts to make sense. Because it was about completing a karmic cycle, otherwise it would just keep reoccurring. Become wise, we learn the lesson, we evolve, we transform. It's like we're given another opportunity. Wise one. It says, knuckle down, be reliable and committed, be open to wisdom and insights from your elders. The wise one represents the wisest aspect of the goddess, the crone. In paganism and modern Wicca, the crone is the fiercest, most psychic and most aware aspect of the goddess because she has been through many of life's challenges and overcome many setbacks. So I spoke about the energy and the current energy, about trusting the divine feminine. And it's also speaking about the three aspects of the goddess, the maiden, the mother, and then the crone. On this card, the raven in her hands represents the capacity to overcome the darker times and be reborn again and again. So who really assists you in the future is the divine feminine, to continually evolve. On this card, the raven in her hands represents the capacity to overcome the darker times and be reborn again and again. So she helps you to tap into the window. I'm not sure what happened then. Coffee, okay. Let me just show you the card because I feel like I need to show you like the raven in the card. Okay, let me carry on reading. Let me just pick up from where I was. So she helps you to tap into wisdom and to overcome whatever life throws at you. Wisdom being the information stored in your soul rather than the knowledge acquired in this lifetime. And to learn from the experience of your elders. Okay, the extended message. The wisdom of the wise one is based on something that the younger generation is often lacking: commitment and reliability. When this card appears, you are being guided to continue working on your growth and expansion within your current situation. Be committed to your tasks and projects. It can be very easy to get bored or overwhelmed, but persevere. You are being reminded of how it feels to be let down and experience unreliability, and that is not who you were born to be. So keep working on what you're working on because it's going to be extremely beneficial for you in the long run. It's like there's no giving up. We're talking about your future energy here, your future situation. It's going to be beneficial in the long run, the work that you're currently doing. It's getting through this karmic cycle. Moon, take note of intuitive messages. Now, we started off, didn't we, with impatience with the moon. Let's read about the moon. Are they in alphabetical order? I thought the sun, moon, stars was all together for some reason. Okay. Moon. Use your intuition, practice discernment, see through illusions and blockages. Would you like me to repeat that? Use your intuition, practice discernment, see through illusions and blockages. The moon is strongly associated with the divine feminine and the energy of receiving. If the sun is God, the moon is goddess, and so she offers a powerful energy of polarity and balance. She has a cyclic energy and is therefore strongly connected to emotions, which often come and go in waves, and to somewhat interesting behaviour. So when the moon appears in a reading, you are often being told that not everything is as it seems. The moon has a dark side, just dark, not negative, and can show you what you've been kept in the dark about. The extended message. Lunar energies are surrounding your life, allowing you to understand what is standing in your way. Not everything is as it seems, and you're being guided to use your discernment. When the moon appears, intuitive or psychic urges are increased. So take note so take note of any feelings arising at this time. They are messages from your soul and angels. The moon shines her light on all that has been kept in the dark. So ask yourself if you are avoiding anything or refusing to deal with something of importance. If so, it could be holding you in the shadows when your destiny is to be in the light. If this card appears when you feel someone isn't being completely real with you, know that their intentions will be revealed to you. The moon has no secrets. She reveals all. Okay. So I feel the karmic energy here will be told the truth. Let's look at this third card. Snake, shed old skin. Cast off the old, reveal your true colours, talents and gifts to the world. In many spiritual traditions, the snake offers powerful medicine. In tantric teachings, it symbolises the kundalini, which is the powerful serpentine energy within that allows you to reach your highest spiritual potential. When the sacred ones saw a snake in nature or encountered one in a dream, they knew that there was transformation in the air. For me, the snake card not only represents the shedding of old skin, but moving beyond the limitations caused by carrying the venom of negative thoughts about others or the past. The extended message. The energy of renewal is washing over your life at this time. If for some reason you feel that your true self hasn't been recognised, or you've been misread by others, know this energy is now leaving you. As you've been working through your old stories and all the self-limiting beliefs that you've accumulated along the way, you've been peeling away a shield of skin that has created limiting experiences. Your own personal commitment to growth has been recognised, and now the external world will begin to reflect all of the work that you've been doing within. This is amazing. Let's just go back to the cards that we're looking at here. If you feel someone you love has misunderstood you recently, they will be able to see beyond that if you're willing to recognise your own challenges. This is a time for renewal, abundance and connection. Let yourself be reborn and celebrated. I feel like my nose is running. Okay. Should we have a look at what's the system behind the scenes? I'm going to the channel of love cards to like clarify this card, because they're major arcanas and character cards. And then that kind of went beep, beep. It's a good idea. Let's have a look at what's assisting behind the scenes. With the Divine Feminine, look. Their Feminines here, all celebrating. They've got their cup. Okay, so it's like they know themselves. They found themselves. They don't need to prove themselves. They just need to be who they authentically are. That's just them in their natural being. That is their natural state of being. So they have their cup, the Divine Feminine's here. And then if we go to this here, which was looked at as being like a challenge, I told you about how you go to find yourself. So we go to find his own cup, which is a 9 of cups. And the Divine Feminine there has her own cup. And then united, that's going to be the 10 of cups, isn't it? And he's got the cup, hasn't he? So what's the system behind the scenes? Pumpkins. The Channel of Love cards. Okay. I saw Mr. Fix-It on the bottom. What's the system behind the scenes? The awakening of the student. So you have been awoken. Picked up at the beginning. And Little Miss Needy. Yeah, it's like you need each other to fulfill this task together. Little Miss Needy. There's the energy coming through as like, not in a codependent way, but it's like she actually needs me. Not only does she want me, she needs me. Make a wish. And that was this masculine's wish come true. That someone would adore him as much as he adored them. That insecurity come up there. There is no doubt here. The Divine Feminine knows what she knows. So let's how long have we been on for? 47 minutes, 41 seconds. A la pina colada. Do we need to actually... I don't know if we need to go on anymore with this, to be honest. Because the next questions I ask is, how do you feel about this situation? How is this going to affect others? Any hopes or fears? And then the outcome. And I just don't feel we need to know that. I don't feel we need to delve into that or worry about that or have to ask them questions. We know how we feel. We know how this affects others. We really do know what our fears are. And what we hope for. Our heart knows. And, well, we create the outcome, don't we? And you learn that along the way. So we're going to the journey of love. Let's get a card for each. Okay, that involves the karmic as well. So we get a card for the Divine Masculine first. I can hear like it's cold in here. So we'll get out of there then. Go towards the light. Where you know it's sunnier. You know, where you're guaranteed to, like... It's like going to Florida and not having any, like, sun. Or heat, you know. I always try to go to Florida, like, between, like, November, skip December, and January. Because it's like our summertime. It's nice. It's a nice heat. It's not too hot. It's, like, perfect. Okay, Divine Masculine, can we have a card? Man of the earth, woman of the sky. The journey of love. It's this energy of the divine masculine, divine... Well, it's more the divine masculine coming towards the divine feminine. The divine feminine is just in her state of being, which is perfect. It's perfect for the situation. It's what's called for. Okay, can we just read this message, please? So the divine masculine, this is the message. Take it as you wish. I see myself in you and you in me. We may seem to be so different and sometimes yet so similar. Even beyond this, I know deep within that we are one. I can lose myself in your light and receive your light with my body. I can witness the darkness of your shadow and enter into it with my compassion. I can find the divine in our connection, letting go of what I thought I was. I can be broken apart to become as one with you, even if only for a second, and know the divine more intimately than ever before. Our passion leads us to each other, and in each other we find our true selves. This oracle brings you a message of sacred relationship that leads to divine understanding and experience. You are being opened up to sacred relationship, either in your current relationship or one that is on its way to you now, in human relationship and in divine relationship with the heavenly beloved. Know you are worthy of it, and keep a light of gentle hope and respect kindling in your heart as you anticipate the union with your beloved. Know that even when it is dark, when it challenges you, there is sacredness unfolding. The love of the divine wants to reach us not only in our happiness, but also, perhaps more so, in our darkest hour. Let it reach for you through your relatedness with another, and do not be afraid to be broken and opened, for in that cracking of what you thought you were, you shall begin to know what you are, which is heaven on earth. Okay, here's the poem. How rare to be born with a name of love. What challenges await that I must face, or voice to listen to from above, telling what I must embrace. Each day I walk. I was thinking the same, it's just so spot on, isn't it? A voice from above that's guiding you. It's like it's just straight away picked up on that. Okay, so how rare to be born with a name of love. What challenges await that I must face, or a voice to listen to from above, telling what I must embrace. Each day I walk a path unknown, with no regrets for where I've been. Each experience is mine to own, no choice is cool to live again. How strong I am, I ask myself. The measured test unfolds each day, a blessing of enormous wealth. Inside the gift will always lay. Beautiful. Let's pull a card for this karmic cycle that's it's been dissolved. The spiral dance of the goddess. Because of you, divine feminine. I feel this is like a yucky colour. But it's just being dealt with. Spiral dance of the goddess. Card number 29. From a point of light unfolding, we become a soul, then incarnate into a sacred body, and our lives become a work of divine art, a speck of heavenly presence manifesting itself through dimensions of time and space and into a life on earth made manifest. The extraordinary fact of your existence is a divine happening. As though the light of the moon is dancing not only upon the water, but inside of it, your ancient light is dripping into the mud of the earth. This is how the soul becomes a human soul in the making. As you sense yourself moving and shifting from light to dark and back again, from knowing to unknowing, you are weaving your consciousness, your divinity into sacred expression, manifesting your soul essence into the form of your life. Threading the light through the darkness without even realizing that you are doing it, you are gently impregnating the matter of your body, of your life with light. Your body and your life become luminous, radiant, and you assist others even just through your presence. It sounds wonderful, and it is, yet it is not always an easy path. As the light travails through darkness, pain and suffering can arise in waves. Best to be present to it, trust that it is not a permanent condition, and wait for the spiral to twist from dark to light again, always moving closer and closer to the purity of the centre and expanding outward eternally, as though you are being inhaled by the divine, filling cosmic lungs as they reach far and wide, taking in all of life. The message of this oracle to you is that you are growing, you are bringing more of your light into form. You may be meeting obstacles in yourself and in the world, but this is because you are bringing through the light. If there were nothing happening, there would be no obstacle. Bless them as signs that you are proceeding and empower them no more. You shall be, all else is just divine timing. I actually feel like the karmic energy, this cycle was purposely like brought in by the divine, of course. And that this feminine energy here plays a massive role in not only through witnessing her darkness, that she realises that actually there is light within her that wants to come out, but also helping this masculine to be strong, to find his light. It's like without her, he would never have been challenged to the core to reveal who he truly was, but just forgot. The poem. The inner movement in expressive flow, an outward breath of dance and light, becoming one, becoming free. And this feminine, within this karmic energy, I felt the energy, she deserves to know the truth. She deserves to be set free, to be released from the mental torture. Okay. Divine Feminine. Let's get a card for the Divine Feminine on the journey of love. Oh, you just made me smile from the inside out with this reading, and I sang Put the Time in the Coconut. Put the lime, put the time. Oh, you're going to laugh now when you put in the lime. Lime in the coconut. Oh, that sounds so good. Love to all. The lime in the coconut. Divine Feminines. Let's see where you guys are. Taste. So I can see here is taste. Cheers, Gal Gal. Divine Feminine, guardian of the soul family. The current energy that you're sitting in, being witnessed in, guardian of the soul family. You are the protector, the nurturer. Card number 26. I feel the energy of not being able to feel my thumbs, like because you're not under the thumb anymore. Divine Feminines, this message is for you. You are being drawn to kindred spirits in this physical world by loving guardians in the spiritual worlds. If you feel you are leaving relationships behind, do not be afraid. Okay, you need to take these messages as you feel, because I feel like this is actually speaking to the divine masculine. So the divine feminine speaking, getting her guidance through. So should I say divine masculines? The message from the divine feminines about this journey of love, on the journey of love, is you are being drawn to kindred spirits in this physical world by loving guardians in the spiritual worlds. If you feel you are leaving relationships behind, do not be afraid. The space that such courageous action creates is sometimes necessary in order to have room for the new to enter your sphere of consciousness. You may also feel that somehow a relationship that seemed to be held back from you is now becoming available to you. There is a great soul love calling you into more intimate connection now. It is sanctioned by the divine. It is a karmic destiny to fulfill. There is love that you are to experience in connection with particular souls predetermined by the divine plan. If you are struggling to feel the soul purpose in your current relationships, take heart, for you are being helped by divine guardians who understand and support the sacred purpose of your relationships. Be open to current relationship healing, whether that means improved communication and enriched experience, or the realization that you have travelled as far as you can together, and know that new relationships are going to be an important aspect of your spiritual destiny being fulfilled. Trust in the divine timing of your life and open your heart to the guardians who help you with unconditional love now. The guidance of this oracle for you is that relationship healing is taking place, in present relationships unfolding, in attracting the right relationships for your future growth, and in leaving behind relationships of the past with a peaceful heart. Be gentle with your heart, beloved, all is well. When I open my heart, you cover me with a blanket of love and warm the silence with your caress. Words unspoken say it all. As we become more, then we are alone. Let's finish with a Rumi message. I've lost a nail there. Just the one nail. I didn't lose the nail, it just broke. "63 minutes, 24 seconds. Okay guys, let's finish off this morning message. Good morning. How are you feeling? Even better now I know you're awake. Rumi, can we have a final message, please? This was a nice, interesting reading. Let love transform. Card number 14. Let love transform. I love this message because it has like a little side note to it. It's the only card that does. In my book anyway, it does. So, let love transform. Would you like to see the picture? The spring of love arrives to transform the dust into a garden. The call is heard from the heavens to bid the wings of soul to fly. The sea becomes filled with pearls. The dry land receives the water of life. The stone becomes a ruby, and the body becomes all soul. Rumi. Love is my medicine, intelligent medicine. It takes death and makes it a passageway into greater life. What genius is this? A genius that will render anything and everything as a pathway to life. I have found a bench upon which we may be seated. Nay, not a bench, a love seat. It is carved of precious ruby. It sits under the gentle shade of an ancient tree that thrives in love's garden. Come sit with me, beloved, as we let the whispers of the great beloved penetrate our hallowed ears, carried upon the sweet afternoon breeze. As the sun begins to set, the colours become vibrant. Even if we are deaf to the beloved's tender whispers, we shall not be blind. We shall be captured by the vivid display of the beloved's artistry and be transported into peace. This oracle comes to you as a living spiritual gift. Whether you realise it or not, you have triumphed. You have blossomed, succeeded, cast aside that which was unworthy, and taken up love's way. How much delight there is from all those that walk this way of love, of life, to find another precious companion in their midst. You are welcomed into this world where love finds a way. There is nothing impossible for love. It is not bound by the mind, and because of this, all manner of miraculous grace works through it in endless creative variety. The great beloved is a show-off, creating with such genius as to be breathtaking. Were we able to remain always in the heart, we would be constantly breathless, in a fit of appreciation and awe so great, truly, there would not be even a sliver of emptiness through which fear could enter. What does this mean? It means an avenue for divine fulfillment has been found. You are being given the power for spiritual success. Your heart's yearning shall manifest itself, but you must comply according to the law of love. What does that mean exactly? Do not attach yourself to the form that your resolution and success shall take. Why would we seek to limit love's creative genius thus? No, instead trust that it will be magnificent, perfection, literally the work of great genius. Detach yourself from expectations of timing. The harvest will be at the best time, when the ripeness is just right, so utterly juicy and sweet, you shall know with certainty that this was the best way. Not a moment sooner would have been perfect, and not a moment later. Absolute trust is the best way to adhere to the law of love. This gives you rather some energy to spare. Perhaps you might have otherwise been engaged in perpetuating worry or fear. Well, I'm so happy to see that you are twiddling your divine thumbs and wondering if you are not going to worry. If you are just going to surrender and trust, then what exactly will you do with yourself? Well, of course, you can just live your life, but perhaps you may want to dance barefoot and wild with me upon the cool sand at midnight under the fullness of the harvest moon. Okay, let's finish with this sacred honouring ritual. Open your arms to the heavens and imagine sacred bounty pouring down more than you can hold. This is love's gift of plenty to you. Imagine whatever it is you want: love, abundance, peace, passion, healing, purpose. Let it all descend into your body and soul, just like that. And when you are ready, place your hands on your heart and say, I am love's own. I am seated with my brother Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, upon the love seat in the sacred garden, of the Divine Creator. I am blessed to fulfill my destiny, to become divinity awakened and embodied, to receive all of life with the wings of angels at my back, so I may rise with my sacred animal feet to dance with sacred delight upon this earth. Put your hands in prayer, bow your head for a moment. You have finished your sacred honouring ritual. And remember, above all else, I trust love. Guys, I will catch up with you soon. Gal gal, have an amazing flight. And well, yes, I can't wait to hear. I can't wait to hear all about it. I will catch up with you all soon. Until then, take care. Much love. Bye for now.